What you got there?
An Irado 120. What you got there?
Brand new Explorer 2.
Is it plastic?
Yeah, made of plastic.
Computer process? Digital control?
Digital processor, full band spectrum.
Lots of money, I bet.
Sure is.
24 months, easy payments?
36 months.
What's the earning curve like?
12 to 18 months.
Found anything yet?
No?
Man's got to know his limitations.
Yes, so. Can this Explorer 2 find tiny little Roman coins? That's our challenge for today. I know I've got a shocking memory, but I've got every faith in this machine because it used to be really good on a Roman site. Anyway, proof is in the pudding, let's get going. And I'm also going to be testing something else from the late 90s, which I found in my cupboard. It's the Wizard Pinpoint Probe. Turn it on by using the wheel. Keep going until it goes quiet. Back it off and find that balance point. And then you can pinpoint your targets. I wonder how that's going to work. Do you know, I don't think these were very good in their day, but I'll give it a try, see what happens. And also you've got a trigger there, which should activate like, there it goes, look. Hey, it's working now, look. Yeah. So if it doesn't work, perhaps we'll go and rob an off license with it later on today. You probably hear I've got this Explorer 2 set up probably differently to how you remembered it. I'm using, I think it's the conductive mode, and this is where the, see, normally you dig that, but that's iron, so this is where the sulky teenager sound first originated from. So it's probably the best mode for finding little targets because it gives a tone based on conductivity, but I've got the high tone for iron and the low tone for the better stuff. So you just ignore all this iron and just listen out for that low tone. And I'm running the sensitivity maximum. This and the CTX 3030 are the only two Minelabs I run at maximum, and this program is helping to achieve that. There you go, bottom line, probably can't see it. That's what we're listening out for. That is a part of a Roman coin. Tiddly little part, wafer thin. Excellent. So this Explorer 2 superseded the Explorer XS, I think, and this came out in May 2003. And it was way over £1,000 back then, but it was certainly cutting edge technology. But a lot of people, including myself, back then really didn't know how to use it. But there's a few slight changes. And there's a few slight changes what we had to make this good machine into a fantastic machine. One of those is this setting I'm using now, and secondly, it was the search coil. Now, no disrespect to Minelab, but back then they weren't great at making search coils, so we soon worked out that there was a company, I think in Ukraine, called SEF, SEF, maybe Bulgaria, don't know, and they made these coils with a resin. They were much more stable, much more reliable, and way better performing. So As soon as you put that Ceph coil on your Explorer 2, it just transformed it. I think it's another piece of lead. This has got a vibrate mode on it, and it is so aggressive. Listen to this. Sounds like my washing machine at home. Might be other uses for that, who knows. I heard a little murmur there. There you go. See what I mean? It's like switching a light bulb on, and you can hear all the iron around it. But if there's a low tone there, you've just got to go for it. And one thing I noticed using these Explorers back in the day, sometimes the signal did disappear, you know. Once you disturb the ground, the signal went, but you've just got to keep going. You've just got to have that confidence. There it is. A little piece of lead. It's so easy to forget what tone you're listening out for, because most other machines, the low tone is the iron, but on this one, with this configuration, the high tone's the iron and the low tone is the good stuff. Another little low tone. The crosshairs are on the bottom line pretty much. Just that sulky teenager. Small, whatever it is. Woohoo! Yes, I can see it. Look, there it is. It's a little artifact. Do you know what? I think that might be a Roman nail cleaner. Brilliant. So this FBS run from 1.5 kilohertz to 100 kilohertz. So you had quite a big range of frequencies going on within this machine. But we also found out another little trick. You could adjust that band by adjusting the noise cancel, not just by a little bit. Oh, that low tone is just so sweet. Well, it's small, whatever it is. It's in this clump. Oh, and that's what it is, look. It's a tiny little silver button, believe it or not. Look at that. Perfect. So going back to the frequencies, frequency number 1, or noise cancel number 1, was the highest frequency, and that was going to be the best for the smaller coins. So that's why we chose it, and that's what really made this machine rock and roll. So by using the conductive settings, there's a trade-off, because obviously iron's high conductive and so are big coins, so you've just scuppered your chances of finding big coins, although they do give a different tone. They give a more of a mellow tone. If we get one, you'll understand what I'm on about, but the iron, the high tone, is just a constant sharp high pitch with very little variation. Hear the difference there? Okay. Don't know what that is. I'm airing towards a small part of a Roman coin there, just a broken bit of a Roman. I'll take that. See that noise cancel number 1 super high frequency, and that's what's making this good on these really low conductive targets. This is exactly how I remembered the Explorer 2 being, and I'd take it on a club dig anytime because it's just sniffing out those little targets. It's doing everything I asked from it. Although it weighs 3.7 pounds, if you're finding, they're not heavy, are they? It's only when you're not finding they become heavy. So massive thumbs up for this machine. I absolutely love it. It's brought back some really fond memories, and I think very, very soon we'll have to take that CTX 3030 out and give that a spin. So if you want to see some more Minelab videos, I've got loads on my Minelab playlist, from the Vanquish 560, the Xterra Elite, the Equinox, and of course the Manticore. Nice one. Right, I'm not going to mess about. You can shut up for a start. Right. Serious detecting now. Come on. I must have moved it. I did move it. It gives a signal and then it stops. There you go. Look at that. Tiny little Roman coin. Well done, wizard. I'll take it all back. Tiny little Roman coin. Do you know what? It's still got it, hasn't it? This Explorer, set up correctly, is phenomenal.